Hello guys, in the last video we have seen how to declare superclass and subclass and how to access superclass members and subclasses and this kind of things. So in this video we are going to see types of inheritances. At starting point of the object orientation, at basic level, initially only two types of inheritances are available. Initially only two types of inheritances. What are the two types of inheritances there? First one is single inheritance and second one is multiple inheritances. Only initially two types of inheritances are available. First one is single inheritance and second one is which one? Multiple inheritance. By combining these two inheritances, three more inheritances are defined. What are the three more inheritances are defined here? Next one is multi-level inheritance, and fourth one is hierarchical inheritance, and fifth one is hybrid inheritance. Overall, five types of inheritances are available, but initially two types of inheritances are existed: single inheritance and second one is which one? Multiple inheritance. By combining the single and multiple inheritances, three more inheritances are defined: multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. Overall, these five types of inheritances are existed directly. Now we are going to see each and every inheritance concept here easily. Alright, sir. Now let us go for this first one, single inheritance. What is the meaning of this single inheritance actually? What exactly the meaning of single inheritance here? No. Single inheritance is very clear. It is a relation between classes and it is a relation between classes. It is a relation between classes where it will bring variables and methods from only one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. It is a relation between classes. It will bring variables and methods from only one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. Here there is a condition. There is a condition on number of superclasses. Number of superclasses should be only one superclass. But we can take any number of subclasses and we can reuse variables and methods from that single superclass to any number of subclasses. So this is the meaning of which one? Single inheritance. Now it is possible in Java. It is possible in Java. The single inheritance is supported by Java. Java does support single inheritance. Good. So we are having graphical representation also for the single inheritance. How we are going to represent the single inheritance actually? In Java, I want to represent these classes like this. This is class A and this is class B. That means two classes here were taken. One is class A and other one is which one there? No, class B. Between these two, we are able to represent inheritance relationship like this. Upwards arrow is representing which one here? Inheritance relationship. Upwards arrow is representing inheritance relationship now. So always the header part of this arrow is representing which one? Superclass, and tailor part is always representing which one? Subclass. Here superclass header part is representing superclass, tailor part is representing which one? Then a subclass. Between these two here we are having extends relationship. Here that relationship is which one? Extends relationship. So this is single inheritance. Here we are able to identify clearly. Right, sir. Now I want to take a simple example. Then how we are going to represent this single inheritance? Simple. Already we have taken class A. Now here I want to take class B. Extends A. Now inside this I want to declare into I is equal to 10 and void M1 method. Just I want to say sys.out println of M1A. Now in a class B into j is equal to 20 I want to take void m2 method. Inside this I want to take sys.out.println of m2a, m2b. Here I want to take. It's okay. This is about class A and class B. Superclass members are available to subclasses directly. It's okay, no issues now. I'll go for main class and main method. Inside this main class and main method, a small a is equal to new a, then a dot. Now here I'll provide which one? Sys.out.println of directly a dot I. Here we can access there, and a dot m1 method. Here we can call this. Now b small b is equal to new b, subclass reference variable and subclass object here I created now. Sys.out.println of b dot j. At the same time b dot m2 method here we are able to call directly like this. Here we are able to access. Now here if we click on, if we run this one, here we are able to get some output here. This is a single inheritance here. The superclass available and subclass available, just we are able to get variables and methods from superclass to subclass directly. This is the meaning of which one can know single inheritance here we are getting now. Then another example also here I want to provide now. Another example already in the diagram I shown there clearly. What exactly the diagram here we shown there clearly previously. So reusability, code reusability point of view I shown one example there, employee class and manager and accountant and all. That example is also be single inheritance. Even that one also here we are able to represent directly. Now let me take that example also clearly about the single inheritance. For example, now here this is about which one here? Class employee I want to take. Inside this class employee, int envo and string e name, float e shall, string e addr. Like this here we have taken. Next one is public void get emp details method here I want to provide. Now here sys.out.println of employee number plus envo I want to display. Sys.out.println of employee name plus e name. Now sys.out.println of employee salary plus e sal. Sys.out.println of employee address plus e addr. Like this here we are having get emp details method here we are having, that is superclass. Now I want to take which one can know subclasses here I want to take. Class manager extends employee. Automatically all properties and methods, all variables and methods of this employee class are available to manager class here. Now here what I will do now here I want to take which one? A constructor here I want to take now. Manager constructor here I want to take. Why? Because I need to set the data. Now inside this manager class here what I will do there, and int employee number comma, for example int empnvo comma and string emp name comma float emp sal comma and string emp addr. Like this here we are going to take. Now inside this data will come to the local variable. The same data I want to be assigned to which one? No, class level variables. If class level variables are not available, then directly to the superclass variables I want to set. So now here superclass variables are available to subclasses directly. So here we can assign it. envo is equal to now emp envo. Next one e name is equal to emp name. Next one is which one? E sal is equal to emp sal. E addr is equal to emp addr. Like this here we are getting envo is equal to emp envo, e name is equal to emp name, e sal is equal to emp sal, e addr is equal to emp addr. Like this here we have taken. Now I want to display manager details. Public void get manager details method here I want to write. Anyway, inside this get manager details, the same data here I have to display. Already we displayed this data in superclass by using get employee details method now. So just I will and call the same method from subclasses. So it shows clearly superclass members are available to subclasses. envo, e name, e sal, e addr, all these are superclass variables that we are using in subclasses. Get emp details method also here we are calling from our subclass method. That's it. Now this is exactly which one can know manager class here we are able to provide. This is class manager and extends employee. Next one is which one? Then after that, after completion of this, class accountant extends employee. class accountant and extends employee. Here also I want to take which one here? Constructor here I want to take no. Parameterized constructor here I want to take. What about this parameterized constructor here? Int envo comma string ename and float is not like this. Now I want to change these names here. Why? Because already we are having the same names no. EMP number. Next one is which one there? EMP name float EMP sal. And next one is which one? String EMP ADDR. Like this here we are having some details no. Now inside this here what I will do no. So data will come to the local variable. The same data will be assigned to which one no? Class level variables. ENVO is equal to EMP NVO. ename is equal to EMP name. Next one ECell is equal to EMP cell. EADDR is equal to EMP address. Like this here we are having there. Next one is which one? Then after that, after completion of which public void get EMP details. Now get accountant details. Get accountant details here if you observe there. Now here I want to call which one? Get EMP details method here I want to call. Now observe this clearly. How many superclasses here I have taken there? Only one superclass here I have taken. That is which one there? Employee class. Variables and methods here I declared. Which variables and methods are common to each and every class? Same variables and methods here I declared now. Now in manager class is a child class no. So class manager extends employee. Automatically superclass employee class variables are available and employee class method is available. So we can access them directly as per our requirement. So manager class here we prepared. Next one is which one there? Accountant class is available here. Class accountant here. Accountant extends employee. Accountant extends employee. So variables are available and methods are existed here. So these details are available. Now in the main class and main method here, what I am going to do there? Just I will go for. First of all, I want to create manager object. So manager and mgr is equal to mngr manager is equal to. Next one is which one there? New manager. Here we need to provide some number 111 comma and employee name here I want to provide. Like directly I will provide which one there? AAE and employee salary. Let's say for example 50,000 and employee address. Let's say for example here I want to provide. Now here I can access manager dot get a manager details here we are able to provide. Then after that one line space here I want to provide. Now here I can prepare which one directly accountant object here I want to prepare. Accountant ACC is equal to new accountant here we provided here 222 here we provided and next one is which one there directly and BBB and EMP cell here we are going to be provided there. Like which one here 25,000 here we are able to provide for this and employee address for example that will be like which one Hyderabad. Now semicolon. Alright sir, now here I want to call this accountant details here. Get account details method here we want to call get accountant details. That's it. Now here we are able to get which one here output. If I run this program here we are able to get output directly. Now let me check this here clearly no. Now here two outputs here we are getting there and before that here I want to display these details also clearly and now here inside this manager get EMP details method is available here. Inside this manager class now first of all here I want to display which one sysnode println of manager details and next one is which one sysnode println one line space here we are able to provide. Then after that inside this get accountant details also I will provide sysnode println accountant details. Now inside this sysnode println one line space here we are providing. Next here we are calling which one get EMP details method here we are calling. Then after that the same as is programming here if you run there. Now here we are able to get output like which one here no. So these are the about manager details here. This all this manager details here we are providing. Next one is which one accountant details no. All these accountant details here we are providing directly. Now if you observe this program directly, if you observe clearly this program here, first of all I have taken class employee. Only single class employee here I have taken. Variables and methods here we have taken. This is class employee. Next one is which one here no. Class manager here we declared. Manager extends employee. Now here constructor I have taken where data we transferred from local variable to class level, that means in a superclass variables I have taken get managed details here we have provided here. It's okay, fine. Next one is accountant detail, accountant class accountant here we provided accountant extends employee. Now here also constructor I have taken to set data. Next one is get accountant details here we provided. Inside this get account details here we call this get emp details method. Now this is from which one here? No, directly from superclass here that we are able to access. Now class test and public static void main string array aux. Now here we are able to provide which one here? Manager object, and we created object for this manager and we called that which one can know directly get manager details. We created object for accountant and then we called which method can know get accountant details methods can know. So if I export this program directly here we are able to get the same type of output here we are getting now. So manager details here we are getting, and next one is which one? Accountant details, and both the details here we are getting directly.